Hey guys, this is Kevin with Expedition Survival. You've seen a lot of videos online of making different fire starters, using different products. So we decided we were going to put something together and try to see which one's the best one. Because you can see all these videos, but nobody says how long does it burn, how big is the flame really. So we're going to try and compare a few. As what we put together here is we've done lint balls and cotton balls. We've done some dipped in Vaseline, just smeared in there. We've done some dipped in Vaseline that was heated up and melted down to a liquid so it gets all the way in. We'll see if that makes a difference. These ones have been dipped in wax. The ones in Vaseline, I can tell you already, are pretty messy. I don't even want to pick them up. We did your regular wick from like a Coleman lantern, and we let that soak in the melted wax, get it all absorbed up through here. We did strike anywhere matches, wrapped in tissue paper and then dipped in wax, so hopefully you can just strike these and light them like a big candle. We did the face pads, 100% cotton face pads, just soaked them in wax to see how that's going to work out for us. We did the dryer lint in the top of a paper A carton, ripped up, put in there, poured wax in to make a bunch of different separate ones. We'll break these apart. We'll see what kind of burn time we get out of those. I didn't really want to get into how to make them because there's a ton of videos out there on how to make them, but real quick, we did use the double boiler system where we got a regular empty can and we filled our pot with water. Then we can put our wax in the can or our Vaseline in the can to heat it up. That way we're not ruining the pot. And another one that NorCal Survival told me about yesterday that I haven't seen a video on, but we're going to try it, is a regular Sharpie. I think if you did break this apart and hit it with a spark, that the fumes in there are so strong it should burn pretty good. It's in a waterproof container, it's really lightweight. I don't think it's something that you want to breathe or you want to inhale right away, but if it helps you get your fire started and you wait a few minutes for all that to burn out, I think this might be kind of interesting. Okay, we got our egg crate out here. I've took my knife and whittled out the wax a little bit to get some open fibers. The more fibers you have to catch, hopefully the easier it's going to be. I haven't tested this yet. We also ripped off some paper and added it. Cassie's going to be my helper. She's going to write down what time it's lit and what time it goes out. Our brick here has got 6 inches of height, so we're not going to be real accurate, but we're going to have an idea on how big these flames go. Let's see how easy this is to light. I'm going to try doing this on the ground so I can get my hand planted better. Okay. Alright, at this point, not that it's not possible, but it's not working real easy. And I do have some good fiber base in there. It's just not taking a great spark. So we're gonna not make this video take forever. I'm gonna light it with a lighter. Even though I have a lighter, this would be helpful to be able to get it lit, to keep that big flame burning to get my fire started. So I'm gonna move on to that. We're gonna time it, get it lit. Alright, this is our Vaseline pressed lint ball. We didn't melt the Vaseline, we just rolled up a tight lint ball, rubbed it in the wax. And I want to say that I am taking a stick and breaking these apart as much as I can to get more exposed fiber for more chance of it to catch the sparks. That one took very easily. We'll have to compare on how big it gets and how... Okay, now we've got a lint ball that was dipped in melted Vaseline, not just smothered in. So I'm kind of curious to see if that makes any difference at all, if it's worth the effort of getting the double boiler and melting it out. So let's see how that works. Okay, that one's lit, and it took with the ferrocerium rod fairly easily. So we'll see how big that... This is a cotton ball dipped in the melting Vaseline, just to see if there's any difference between a 100% pure cotton ball and the lint ball. Call it easy. See how it burns. This one is a 100% cotton ball pressed in Vaseline. See how it goes. That one took off really fast. See how big that flame gets, how long it lasts. Okay, we got our wax dipped wick here. See how that works, if it'll take a spark. And it did. So we'll see what kind of burn time we get out of this. Okay, this is a facial pad. I can tell you right off the bat that I've used some professional products like the Micro Inferno and Mini Inferno. Taking the regular 100% cotton facial pad from Walmart, dipping it in some wax. It's already, I can tell you already, it's not the same. It's not opening up like that. It's not fraying out the surface. I believe I'm going to have a more difficult time getting this to catch a spark than I would a product like that. So I see it on the internet all over the place, but there's got to be more to it. Okay, see my results there. If I was stuck somewhere, I might put a lot more effort and time into getting it to light, but the whole point of this is to see what works the best. That was kind of difficult. So I put the lighter to it. I mean, even this open flame, it's caught, but I have a feeling we'll get a really nice flame out of it, but it didn't spark up nearly as nice as everything else. So we'll see. Okay, I got my match wrapped in tissue, dipped in wax. We'll try this one. This one's going to light on its own. Strike anywhere matches. It'd be nice. I don't know if I could have used something else, but. We'll let you know how this one comes out too. Okay, one last one that I heard about was a Sharpie. And take it, pop it open. It's going to be messy, but in a need-to-be situation, I don't think that would much matter. Take the tube out, got my knife, cut the tube open, expose that fiber there. Light's easy. See how long it burns.
Fix that anyways.
Just as an add-in here at the end, because after seeing how some of these things work, I want to show you how these work too. It's a Mini Inferno, comes in a cool little container that you can use for other useful things as well. And they're from the Pathfinder School. See how that took compared to the regular facial pad? That's an easy 7-8 inch flame. Took as soon as I actually hit it with the spark, it lit. So let's see how long it burned, and we'll compare that to the wax dip model that they're doing on the web. Okay, we're also going to add in the Micro Inferno. The cool part about this one is it fits in the back of your ferrocerium rod, so you can put a couple of them in there to have with you at all times without having an extra container. So again, I've opened the end of it up to expose some fibers, and we'll see how that goes. That lit pretty easy. Pretty good flame. We'll see how long it burns. Alright, we did all our testing. Cassie here helped me. She logged in everything. So let's see what we got. We started out with the egg crate. We filled them with lint. You know the story. We could not really get that one to light with the flint very easily, or with the ferrocerium rod, so we wound up using the lighter. We did get a 9-inch flame and an 11-minute burn. Then we went to the Vaseline dipped lint ball. That one lit easy. 6-inch flame, 9 minutes. The Vaseline dipped cotton, 8-inch flame, 7-minute burn time. We got Vaseline just pressed in there, lint, without melting it. 6 inches of flame, 9 minutes of burn time. The Vaseline pressed cotton ball, 6 inches of flame, 3 minutes of burn time. Then we took our wax wick, the candle wick that we dipped in wax. We got a 6-inch flame off of that one, and it burned for 8 minutes. The facial pad the cotton facial pad that we dipped in wax, that again we could not get to light with just a ferrocerium rod. We had to use a lighter to get it going. It burned about 8 inches tall. And I do have to say that the disc was a little bigger, but the flame was pretty big, and it burned for 12 minutes. The match wrapped in tissue, the Strike Anywhere match, gave us a 5-inch flame, and it burned on its own for 9 minutes. The Sharpie, we used a regular standard size Sharpie, not the big fat one you saw, the little plastic one we broke open. We laid it down, got a 3-inch flame out of it, and it was out within 2 minutes. The Mini Inferno lit really easy. We got an 8-inch flame off of that one, and it burned for just over 4 minutes. The Micro Inferno, that one lit really easy. We got a 6-inch flame off of that one, and it burned for over 7 minutes. So in results, I think our longest burn time was the facial pad, but we couldn't light it with just the ferrocerium rod, so that might be a last resort. Other than that, the Vaseline pressed lint balls went for 9 minutes and they lit on their own. The Vaseline dipped lint went for 9 minutes and burned on its own. The match burned for 9 minutes. The ones that lit the easiest were the Sharpie, but it only burned for 2 minutes. The cotton balls, but they didn't burn very long. And the Mini and Micro Inferno both did very well. Got a 7-minute burn out of that Micro Inferno, and it's tiny, and you can fit several of them right in the back of your ferrocerium rod. So I got to kind of give it to that one for convenience. You don't have to have a Ziploc baggie and hope for the best. They're coated well, so you can get them soaking wet, still peel it open, and it lights right away. There are some on here that were pretty close to it that wouldn't cost you anything, but in my book, that's the one. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. This is Kevin with Expedition Survival. I hope this helps. Thanks.